Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome.
Week 2 NFL Sunday is here and we are ready. Cue it. What up? I am Triple B. This is Triple B's Hot Takes. Welcome to Week 2 NFL Sunday. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Welcome. I am not alone. Nope, I am not alone ever on this show, which I am very grateful for. I am joined by a human that created me, a coach that molded me, and a person that I respect and hold very near and dear to my heart. He is not physically here, but he is so committed that during flight training, this man FaceTimes in just so he can make the best picks on planet Earth. My dad, Roy, come on down. What is going on, sir? Woo-hoo! What up?
Good morning. Frosty fall morning coming at you. Well, not quite yet, but we're getting there. Good cold weather training in the sim yesterday and in the snow and wind, and let me tell you what, I got a tickle in my old scrotum for the fall and winter, and I am fired up and ready to go, B. Welcome everyone.
Woo!
Done today.
Yeah. Yep, we're going to get her done. It is a great day to be alive, everybody. I'm going to scooch left here. Scooching. Looks good. He looks good. I look good. We're all good. Welcome to Week 2 NFL Sunday. Holy crap, it is here. And we are starting to get into the thick of it, people. Per usual, we do some fantasy picks. We start off with quarterback, go kind of through the DraftKings lineup. And then we venture off into the triple threat games, the upset of the week, the Packers pick. And I'm sure we'll have some funny moments here and there in between. But we're happy that you're joining us today. God bless. Happy Sunday. Grab a beer, spread some cheer. The show is here. Per usual, we start off at QBs this week. We just chatted in the morning meeting that we both really like a certain individual, but I like, as my main man, Justin Herbert. Tennessee is top 5 last year in DFS opposing quarterbacks scoring points on their ass. And they allowed 300 plus yards, 323 yards to be exact, to Derek Carr. Once again, they allowed 300 plus yards last week to Derek Carr. So, when I was making this, my thinking, I was like, well, if they can do that for Derek Carr, I think that Justin Herbert has an equal opportunity. He was without Eckler today, so that could hurt them. But I think that Herbert's going to step up and be the man that they paid him to be today. Justin Herbert is my starting QB. My risk, big old risk. I have him starting in every single lineup today, and I highly recommend you do the same. Bake my cake! Baker Mayfield going against the Bears. Horrific, awful, shitty defense with an awful front, the worst rated defensive front in the league. He's going to have all sorts of time to throw, to run. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are healthy. Look out. It could be a slap fest down in Tampa. Dad, what are you thinking for QBs? I know you agree.
I'm liking it right now. Baker Mayfield against Chicago's D. I like it a lot. I have him in every lineup as well. He is my main guy for the day. I think Tampa is showing some stuff right now, and Baker Mayfield looks like a whole new guy. So it's imagine it's amazing what a new team and a new environment and a new coaching staff can do for somebody that's had a lackluster career. But
Crazy.
We're only a game in, so we don't know. This could be a big fart in the wind. But right now, I like Baker Mayfield and how he's looking and how Tampa's looking.
Yeah.
My sleeper of the week, I've got, and he really isn't a sleeper anymore, but my sleeper at quarter, not of the week rather, but my sleeper at the quarterback position is Brock Purdy, San Francisco. He stepped back into the lineup last week like nothing ever happened and just lit it up again. So another good alternative, Brock Purdy.
Yeah, love that. Running backs, who do you got? How about you send it back?
I like Tyler Algier a lot this week. I know they're playing Green Bay, and our defense is going to get a real test because Atlanta ran the shit out of the football last week. Arthur Banks, the owner of Atlanta, said they're committed to the running game this year. Obviously, Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. But Tyler Algier last week, 15 carries for 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 receptions for 15 yards. He led the team in rushing, led the team in touchdowns, and I think he's going to be poised to do it again. In fact, he is my fire player of the week.
Fire player! Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Now, there is some history in the fantasy realm where a player that goes off like that in any week, but this had happened to be week 1, oftentimes does not repeat in the week to come right afterwards. Why do you think that he will?
Because I think their running game is strong, and I think they're committed to that. They have a good front line, and they're playing Green Bay's defense, and I'm still not sold.
Unfortunately. Yeah, and Quay Walker could be out today. Have you heard anything on that front? I have not. He was questionable when I checked.
I have, and I heard he was dinged and was added to injury report late in the week. I have heard nothing more than that. They've been pretty quiet about it. I know we're going to be hurting offensively, too, with Christian Watson out and Aaron Jones out. Just
tough.
Not good.
Tough day. Good stuff, though.
I think they can hang in there and stay in there. We'll talk a little bit about that later down the line here with a few more picks. But, I just like Atlanta's running game against us right now, and I think that Tyler is going to get a lot of carries again.
Yeah. They also have an anytime touchdown today for Bijan, an underdog that I think is a for sure hit. I mean, receiving or rushing, you just got to score 1. The line's at 0.5. So.
Yeah.
I think that's a murder bet. Are you any other running backs?
Yeah, I've got 2 that I've got listed. I like Kieran Williams at the Rams. I know they're playing San Francisco. Their D is tough, but he had quite a few carries last week. In fact, he out-snapped and out-carried Cam Akers last week. He is a guy that's an up-and-comer there. I think you're going to see him probably take that role pretty soon. So I do like Kieran Williams, and I know based on the statistics we talked about, I do like Josh Kelly because he's the sole back there in the LA Chargers or San Diego Chargers. I'm going to continue to call them. Screw LA. But Josh Kelly, again, Tennessee's the number 1 running defense. However, if Justin Herbert has the game that he's poised to have and opens that thing up, I think the running game could open up as well. So I do like Josh Kelly, and he's only 5,000 in DraftKings.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get him. But like I said in the morning meeting, I don't know about Josh Kelly. I was telling my dad that I saw a stat on Twitter. Well, I guess it's called X now. That in 7 starts he's had, where Eckler's out, he's the guy. He's the most rushing yards he's ever ran is 18 points. His average fantasy points in those games is 3.8, and he has not scored a touchdown in any of those games. And some of those defenses have been a little easier than the one he's going to go after today. So I just don't know. When I read that stat, it just blew me away. I was like, 7-game sample size, and this guy's sucking in every one of them.
Right. But do we know who the real Tennessee is? I don't know. If their passing game is as horrid as it was last week. Oof.
Yeah.
Their defense is going to be on the field a long time, and how long can you sustain?
Yeah. Well, I'll toss my running backs out there and head to wide receiverville. I got Christian McCaffrey as my numero uno today. I think he goes off. If you can afford him, play him. He's going to go off. He's had the Rams number for a bit, consistently with the numbers against the Rams. Look out, but he's really expensive. Like I said, if you can afford him, get him. Josh Jacobs, play him today. Josh Jacobs is going to have a great day. They head into Buffalo. Very interesting matchup. Very, very interesting. If Buffalo goes 0-2 with their first home opener, there's going to be a lot of tables broken, a lot of pissed off fans over there in Buffalo Kingdom. And if the Raiders were capable of doing that, that would be pretty impressive under the reign of new quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Josh Jacobs is going to have a good day. The way that they let Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook run all over their ass on Monday night, I think that's just recipe for Josh Jacobs to have a great day today. And my risk, and this is my sleeper of the week, I got Rachaad White. He goes against a Bears defense that sucks. They are 32nd out of 32 teams ranked in the NFL. Yikes, Peter. Yikes. Rachaad White is going to have a freaking day. He almost got 20 carries last week, got 5 balls thrown to him as well. I believe he caught 3 of them or 2 of them for 18 yards or something. He had a productive week last week. He just didn't score a touchdown and kind of stayed right around 10 points. Doesn't mean that he's not going to get the same amount of
touchdown-dependent
stuff
guy.
today.
That's the only problem. That's the only risk you're going to have there with him. He is a touchdown-dependent guy, but I agree. I think against the Bears, he could have a big day.
Oh, yeah. Rachaad White, sleeper of the week. Love him. Into receivers. My top 3 this week, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Keenan Allen, and I got him circled, my fire play of the week. Must play this man, Deebo Samuel, going against the LA Rams in the last 4 games against the LA Rams. Deebo Samuel has scored 6 touchdowns. He has averaged close to 200 yards from scrimmage in these games. He goes off both on the running side of the ball and the passing side of the ball against LA. For whatever reason, he's got the LA Rams number. He performs well. LA did not do that great against the pass in their first game. Great game though, upset of the week, but they didn't do that well against the pass. I really like Deebo Samuel today. Just saying, okay, Ayuk, you had a great week 1. Step aside for a week. Let me step in. Let me score some points for these great people that are betting on me. And then you can come back in after the Rams are gone, and I'll go chill over in slot. All right? But this week, Deebo Samuel is going to have a week. Fire pick of the week, my risk. Shout out to my dad who called this guy probably about 2 months ago. I am not even lying. This is back in midsummer, folks, when it was warm. Football was not really on the mind. We were watching golf. This was what we were talking about. And this guy's like, hey, I know a guy. And I'm like, who? He's like, Puka Nacua. I was like, who the hell is that? And he was like, just do some research on him. Trust me, Puka Nacua is going to be an immediate problem in LA. Well, here we are in week 2. So we only are 1 week in. And Puka Nacua is making headlines all over the place.
Darn right, baby.
What a call.
Darn right.
What a call. Roy, great call on Puka Nacua. What did you see? What did you see that seemingly nobody else did?
His ability to make big plays in crunch time situations. His college career was outstanding, and he was the big play guy. He never failed.
Those highlights are something else.
On him over the summer, and just kept seeing the potential that this guy has, and it's showing already. I mean, the Rams love him. With Cooper Kupp down, he stepped into a major role as a rookie and is shining. And so if he can stay healthy, I know he's a little dinged up right now with an oblique, but if he can stay healthy, this guy's going to have a big year.
Situations are everything, too, in the NFL, and you just hit it there, too. What a perfect situation for a good young wide receiver to step into. It sucks because a guy has to get hurt for it to happen, but he has an opportunity of a lifetime over there in LA.
Yeah. And the more I continue to read, the more I continue to hear that it may be doomsday for Cooper Kupp. They're not high on him coming back this year, which is, I don't know what's going on with the guy. I feel bad because Cooper's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great person off and on the field.
But wide receivers, who do you got?
I like Stephon Diggs a lot against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
I do not believe that Josh Allen and the Bills are going to step into week 2 of this season and piss all over themselves like they did last week. That was embarrassing. They know it was embarrassing, and I do not see that happening 2 weeks in a row.
No, kind of similar to the Chiefs situation.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I think Stephon Diggs is poised to have a big day against a weak defensive backfield with the Raiders. So I like Stephon Diggs a lot. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown against Seattle. The guy is just an absolute stud. He's a beast. I even read a couple articles this week in my spare time that said Jared Goff is really should be started to be looked at as a number 1 fantasy quarterback because he's just playing that well already. So I like Amon-Ra St. Brown as a player overall. So good opportunity for him. And I've got Puka Nacua, as you already discussed, playing today as well.
Tight ends for my starters, I got Darren Waller or Sam Laporta. Rookie, Sam Laporta looked pretty good week 1 for the Lions. Like them both. Who do you got for your starting tight ends?
My starting tight end this week. Mm-hmm. Also, my sleeper of the week, Luke Musgrave. Green Bay Packers. Who else is Jordan Love going to be able to throw to? My God.
He's my risk. I have him in every lineup.
Rough shape.
Yep. I have him in every lineup. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
And with Watson out again this week, he's gonna be thrown to a lot.
Yeah, Luke Musgrave. And my big old hairy scary D, I think everybody in the United States with a brain is going to look at this matchup and say, okay, if I can afford this, why would I? It's worth having a worse wide receiver or worse running back to pay the $4,000 to get these guys because they're for sure going to get 10 points, maybe 15, maybe 20.
Maybe 30 like last week.
The Dallas Cowboys, who I despise as an organization. However, they have a really big old hairy scary D. Big old hairy scary D, and they looked phenomenal. And that's Yikesville. Too bad that it's going to be a great season for them, and then the Packers are going to beat them in the first round of the playoffs per usual. But for now, we'll just pretend like Dallas is really good. So that's what I have to say about that. Headed into the triple threats here.
That's my D2.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yep.
Like them, they're strong. I think the mother lover is going to be put on his backside of his jersey the entire game against Dallas. So
I agree. All right, triple threat. 3 picks and 3 good matchups that we're doing this week on week 2. A beautiful week 2. My goodness, it is going to be a great day. Current standings, I am 2-1. Roy is 1-2 in the matchups last week. 3 games. We got Kansas City Chiefs versus Jacksonville Jaguars in game number 1. Dad, who do you
got? I have the Chiefs. Just as I discussed with the Bills, there is no way Patrick Mahomes getting Travis Kelce back is going to lose a football game 2 in a row.
Yep, I have the Chiefs as well against the Jaguars. Kansas City Chiefs all way. Second game, Baltimore Ravens versus Cincinnati Bengals. I am taking Cincinnati Bengals all day, every day. They're going to win. Who do you got?
Bengals.
Yeah. Yep.
Too much firepower there, and I don't know. The Ravens just seem to be such an up and down football team. So, yeah, Bengals all the way.
Yep, and the Ravens are missing both their starting tackles. Their center is out as well. Marlon Humphrey, great cornerback, is out, and I believe Devin Williams, their safety, is out as well. Which is why when I read that last night that I was like, I already filled out my notes, but maybe a wide receiver to look at would be Jamar Chase because they're without their best cornerback today, and Jamar Chase had a pretty average week last week. So did Joe Burr. I think they're going to be a little pissed off, and that could be a big problem for Baltimore.
I don't mind T. Higgins this week
Yeah.
as well. I really don't. I think he was kind of off the radar last week. I think he reemerges this week.
I like that. Last triple threat game, we got the Browns headed in to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. I am taking the Browns.
Iron Curtain.
Yes, I'm taking the Browns, though, because the Iron Curtain doesn't exist anymore. Who do you got?
Yeah, the Browns.
So we got this.
The Browns. Their defense is pretty strong. I don't know. The alleged rapist is seeming to get his mojo back a little bit, so he can keep himself clean.
Yeah,
he could start to have a pretty good career there.
I agree.
Cleveland,
so we both agree.
I like the Browns.
Triple threat games. We got Roy and I took the Chiefs. We took the Bengals and we took the Browns. Upset of the week. Roy, we're both 1-0. Nice pick last week.
Yeah, we are.
Undefeated in upsets of the week. Let's keep it that way. Who do you got this week?
I have Arizona
Holy
to
shit.
beat the New York Giants.
Wow. Would that be a disaster?
I do. The Giants are -4 going into this game, which after their piss poor display of football last week against the Cowboys. Granted, the Cowboys D is something, but you don't put a point up and you get beat 40-0. Are you kidding me?
That
What's going on in Giant Land?
If
I
Arizona,
don't know. Pretty rough go of it there. So I like Arizona big time.
If Arizona beats the Giants, that is a disaster.
Yep.
I mean, that's terrible. There's gonna be a mutiny over there.
Yep.
Especially because the Giants are home, so it's at MetLife, right?
It is.
Which is cursed. After last week. My
Stadium's
goodness.
cursed.
Okay, I like that. Arizona, I might actually have to put some English on that today. You convinced me. I wasn't gonna, but I like it. Upset of the week for me. This is kind of crazy after last week, but I think that it's gonna happen. The Miami Dolphins head to Foxborough to face Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots that have a pretty good defense. They did pretty good against Jalen Hurts and a Philadelphia offense that is kind of looking weird this year so far. But
it
nonetheless,
is. Kind of an interesting game Thursday night.
Yes, it was. Nonetheless, they lost to Philly. I don't think they lose to Miami. I am taking the New England Patriots as my upset of the week versus the Miami Dolphins.
Wow. Okay.
I like them. After last week, all the firepower in Miami, all the distractions. Bill Belichick's just going to grind, do his thing, pressure Tua like no other. Tua's going to get freaking hammered. I just kept on looking at it like I don't like Miami at all in this game, and there's got to be a reason. I'm taking the Patriots. Upset of the week.
And keep your eye on one particular individual in that game. That's the Sunday night game, I do believe.
It is tonight.
Yeah, Sunday night tonight. Kendrick Bourne, he went freaking off last week against Philly. He had 3 or 4 cutters. He went off.
Wow.
Big game for him. I think 119 yards and 3 or 4 touchdowns. So.
Wow. Did you see that? I saw this crazy stat that kind of went viral, but the whole Mac Jones career stats and Josh Allen's career stats put up next to each other. You see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Mac Jones has better stats than Josh Allen. Josh Allen just has the height.
Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Who knew, Jerry?
Okay. Headed into the greatest pick, the greatest segment, the most important segment, the Green Bay Packers head into Atlanta to face the Falcons today. I am 1-0 in Packer picks. Can't say the same for you after last week.
You can't.
No. You put on your Bears hat and said, I'm taking Chicago.
Hey,
And then,
at that point, my assessment of both teams was the same. So, with the Bears at home, favored by 1, that was a hard decision. But Pack proved me wrong, and I will own that and say, hey, credit where credit's due.
Yep. Bears suck, though.
Bears really showed something.
But Atlanta is 1-0. We are 1-0. Should be a great matchup today. Who do you got in the Pack game?
I have a final score in this game of 24-21, with the Packers emerging victorious.
Nice.
Although I will say, history of the Packers playing in Atlanta has not been favorable.
Only once. Only
That
once.
was with Teletubby.
Yep, and that's when we kicked their ass. But otherwise, yeah, you're right.
Yep. So I still like them. I like the Packers as long as they manage the game the way they managed it last week and can control Atlanta's running game. We have a favorable outcome.
Love it. I am taking the Green Bay Packers. I love 27-23 versus Atlanta today. Over-under is 40.5. I think that is extremely low. Obviously, my score says that. I'm going over the over by a lot. 40.5 only. I don't understand that. But, okay. Packers going off today. What a fantastic day. Green Bay headed into Atlanta. The fans are going to be drinking cheap beer, cheap hot dogs, whatever.
Arthur Blanks, what a guy. I mean,
He is a guy. Hey, grab a beer, spread some cheer, and have yourself a fantastic day. That's it for Triple B Hot Takes. Until week 3, Roy will be back in person. Thank you, Roy, for being here when you're in school.
Out of Philly, live from
We
Philly.
appreciate you. Everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. God bless. Win some money, have some fun, watch some football, do something crazy. We love you. Have a great day. Woo!